So let's begin with some learning objective. So what we will achieve and then take away after learning this logic app. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first things here we will achieve, and then we will get the overviews about the logic app, and then we'll integrate or find the challenges while we're learning the logic app. Okay.
Sure. But before we start, right? So how we are going to practice or how we are going to work on this? Because
And
the environment, the guidance also is required, right? So.
okay, so you need a one Azure account.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are new to Azure account, you can start with your free trial.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there I think around 200 credit you will receive free for up to 1 year.
Okay. Now we need to create, right? So, is there any documentation how to do create your account under?
Uh, I will guide you. Just share
Oh,
your
okay.
screen.
Sure. If you have any link, you can pass it so that I can create it after
Uh-huh.
this class. You have any links, you can pass it to me. I will create account
Can
after
you
this
share
class.
your screen? I will guide you. Can you share your screen?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you
Are you
can
able to
search here Azure portal.
click?
Uh, Azure portal. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And click sign on. Sign in.
Sign in. Okay.
Yes. Give your email ID.
Create email ID person. Okay. Will I create one?
Yes. You do not have a Microsoft account. You have to create.
Will I click this one?
Yes, yeah.
So I will skip this one.
Just a minute.
Okay, so now there is no credit card, all those things is not required to create account.
Yes, yeah, it's a free of cost.
Okay, I think so we are ready, right? So we can, is there anything we need to do here?
Wait a minute. So first objective
Mm-hmm.
um, of logic app is that uh, so I will start with your logic app introduction, and there how many modules we will learn here. Okay.
Okay.
So I think total have a total 6 unit, and then total six, not a 6 unit, 6 modules we can say. And
Mm-hmm.
further, this modules has been divided into multiple chapter.
Okay. You are sharing something?
And just wait, just let me share my screen to you. So and Microsoft and Logic app. Here the content. So basically, we'll start with the introduction. So what is the objective of learning the Azure Logic app? And then what activity we will perform using the Logic app. Okay. And next is that how do we use a Logic app? And we will understand the working model of the Logic app. Okay. And then we will understand the important element of the Logic app. Uh, Logic component element means we can say it's a component. Now we will say now we learn the workflow of this Logic app. Workflow means if you want to start or automate your business process through your Logic app, then we will see what would be the workflow. Next is the connectors. Like when we will start working with the Azure Logic app, so in that cases we need the connectors. So there are basically two types of connector: action and triggers. We will discuss later in the session what is that. Then we will start initiating the triggers in Azure Logic app and then using them. Next, we will start working on building the Azure Logic app on Azure portals. Right. So we'll start with creating our Logic app, first Logic app with your one real-time integration of your business process. So before starting any building a Logic app, we need to provide the authentication. So we will discuss how we can provide the authentications. Okay. Now we'll
So
use the
authentication means, it's a, okay, user permissions.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We will
Yeah.
set the right user role and permissions.
Hmm.
Then we will finally start making the our logic app authentications. Okay. And then we will use the our once we will build the logic app, then we will use the same logic app in our business integration.
Hmm.
And then once our logic app is developed, then we will start establishing an API connection. So API connection we can use either RESTful web services. Basically, we will use the RESTful web services here.
Okay.
And then we will discuss in short what are the useful aspect of using Azure Logic app. It's a theory part.
Hmm.
So now we will build some uh, solution for our enterprise application, right? Then we will show you how we can develop, deploy, and run anywhere with
Okay.
Logic app, right? So these are the main component we will use here till the sixth module, right? Now on the seventh, this is the only for our enhancing the knowledge and gaining the knowledge. That means automate the business workflow without writing any code, right?
Hmm.
They will discuss about multiple or connectors, and then we can also create our own connectors,
Okay.
right?
Custom characters. Okay.
Yes, and last one is the some support for B2B or enterprise messaging scenarios.
Okay.
So this is the learning objective. Okay.
Okay. So you also mentioned establishing this API connections, right? So are we using the some API we are hosting in the cloud only? And where this information is going to store, like databases and
Mm-hmm. So in API, basically, we will use the REST web services to connect. Actually, database is not required here. Okay.
okay. So because see the workflows, right? So now when we build,
Mm.
right, so certain level, right? I know I wanted to store that information into, SQL Server. Basically, in the application will know that will store the
Mm.
data in the DB,
Mm. Yeah.
right? Are we going to perform like that in the multi-level, when we go for logic apps?
No, no. Basically, we will not use any kind of this.
So just, we will use if else condition or this.
Yes, we need some programming experience as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, Programming means you should write some code.
Mm. This is a very basic, right? Logic apps, things, whatever you are showcasing, right?
Yeah.
So, no, but when we learn this one, normally, if you go in any organization, right? So, whatever we perform, whether we
Yes.
will
So
connect
we
from
will
the,
start. Yeah, we will start with the basics, and then we will go in advance, like implementing the real-time application.
mm-hmm.
Right. So basically, we will work with the building a solution using B2B application.
Okay. Because I am looking, I wanted to, have whatever the information, right, to communicate, like, on-premises databases or whatever,
Mm.
SQL Server, I need to use, whether, application will be, maybe web application or API will be hosted in the app service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so middle layer, like, logic apps. So basically,
Mm.
as you said, right, B2P or BPM as a tool,
Mm.
workflow developments, basically, I'm concentrating. Now, because in this entire curriculum, right, I didn't
Mm.
find any workflow development. I understand, but integration or connectivity with
Mm.
real time we have to store some information, how we
Okay.
are going to create, gateway, right? Because nowadays, logic apps, you have a built-in gateway also, some, other gateway, through other gateway also, we are going to
Mm,
connect the
mm,
on-premises, SQL Server. Because
mm,
when I wanted to develop, I
mm.
want each level, who approved, is waiting on, something like that. Right? Somebody submitted and, somebody is waiting on the next
Okay.
approval and it should come back. And,
Mm,
any only rejections, whatever we call it,
mm.
trigger or whatever. Mm,
Okay. So, yeah, we will
mm,
discuss each and every aspect here. Uh,
mm,
and basically, main objective would be here uh, to implement our real-time scenarios, any B2B application.
mm, mm. Okay.
Okay. And so
Yes, you
basically,
also
we will
mentioned
implement
Visual
our business.
Studio.
Suppose if we are taking any
Mm-hmm,
business workflow,
mm-hmm.
we will automate this with the help of our Logic app.
Okay, so this Logic Apps, so we are going to build it in the portal, correct? Or are
Correct.
we going to use Visual Studio Code?
We need a Visual Studio Code as well.
Okay.
Okay. So we will start with some foundation from beginning. What is that? What is the objective of using this Logic app? And then what are the components, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm,
Learning objectives and takeaways. And then we'll start with the some building a standard Logic app, and then implementation of a workflow, and then we can trigger the our connector like trigger and perform the action.
mm-hmm.
Then we try to build the our connectors, right?
Okay. Yes, because built-in connectors, suppose, I understand. Suppose we are using some trigger or some action
Mm,
to
mm,
perform, sending an email or, executing some store procedure using this Logic app. That's fine. But, what I was talking about, right, through application, end to end,
mm,
suppose, through API, we are
mm,
hosting in the app service.
mm,
And that should communicate to logic apps, and logic apps, whether through API it should communicate to DB, or logic apps only directly communicated to DB. Is it, oh, I think we have a lot of flavors, right? Logic apps,
mm.
like
Yeah.
stateful
So
state. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So basically, so that's why I have started with the very beginning with the six modules,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you will start and using each and everything in advanced level, then
Mm-hmm.
it will we can say it will overflow,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So ultimately, we are going to cover it, those
Yes,
aspects, because
correct. We
I
will
wanted to
cover
know.
all the aspect because we are doing a
Mhm.
professional training.
Sure. Because I'm interested, multi-level of, workflow
Mm,
developments, and then
mm, mm,
from the Azure portal,
mm,
creating these gateways and communicating the local, databases to store
mm,
some information. Yes, this person is approved, like user management you're
mhm,
talking about, right? So
mm,
all those things, and, nowhere, we mentioned this troubleshooting or error handling
mm, mm.
here.
Yeah, in the
Is it
beginning,
something?
yeah.
Mhm.
Once we will deploy and develop deploy, then we will start troubleshooting
Mm.
and debugging how we can troubleshoot and debug.
Okay, sure.
Like finally, we can say test our logic after deployment.
Yeah, because you told, we are not using the SQL Server, as a database or storing anything during our
Mm,
entire courses, right? That's why, I was worried.
mm,
Yes, without database, without, because simple, normally what we'll do, any message we'll read, Twitter or some social media, we will trigger, we'll send an
mm,
email or,
mm,
you know, those kind of things it's very simple, right?
mm.
So I wanted to look, this is in for the enterprise level. You mentioned it,
So if you
enterprise
want
level.
to like use a SQL database, I will include in this session
Mm-hmm.
because in our application basically we will trigger and troubleshoot the email and shoot the email through the programming features as well here.
Hmm.
Like if you're using Office 365, through that we can trigger the email as well.
Sure. Okay, because I want this, you got right. Since
Notification
you are
monitoring also.
developer,
Yes, yeah.
you meta aware, our
Yes.
application should be in the, Azure hosted. And, if you want the API, whether it is a web app or the API M also
Mm.
is fine. And then, logic apps, how to manage. Because these logic apps URL, we are not hosting anywhere in the internet, right? It was an intranet. Through API only we are,
Mm. So
calling.
basically,
Mm-hmm.
um, in this session, uh, is we need some programming concepts such as a conditional statement or
Mm-hmm.
looping statement. You need to
Mm-hmm.
understand this how conditional and looping statement works, right?
Okay.
Basically, in conditional, we have a if else statement,
Yes, switch cases and looping. Yeah,
and then
yes, sir.
looping. You need to understand how this statement works here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then so
Yeah,
you
that
need to
those things,
understand some
I'm
basic
aware.
knowledge of RESTful web services as well,
Okay, sure.
right?
Because, as I said, right, uh, programming wise, I am having, 10 to 15 years of experience.
Mm,
So, that's not an issue.
mm,
But, as we know, some of the scenarios, as I mentioned, right,
mm,
compared to Power Automate or Power Apps.
mm.
So this is something enterprise supporting. So
Mm,
I wanted to, use up to in
mm.
that
Okay.
way. Mm.
So, so basically, we will start and with some interface because I think if you have a experience on Azure, then it will be very easy as to deliver this session. And we will start building the solution first on the Azure portal. It's a very basic solution, and then we will try to write the some code through the Visual Studio Code as well.
Okay.
In a
But it,
storage,
mhm.
any storage account you can use SQL Server. We can use right for email and communication. I will suggest here we will use like Office to sort the email. Right. So this is the two main concern here: storage and communication.
Okay. Yeah,
Right?
storage. No, you're talking about logic apps designer, whatever we develop the workflow, that
Yes.
storage or or the
Mm,
information.
mm,
So what I was talking about that is okay. Now we are using the designer in the portal only,
mm.
and we'll develop. It will be easy to store it in the
Correct.
Azure
Mm,
Bob storage, whatever, wherever.
mm,
Let it be. That is easy because otherwise, keeping in the on-premise, that is the what I was talking about the information. So I gave another day, another time example, right? Like time sheet or any multi-level
mm.
approve. Somebody is submitting, approving, and next level approving and all. This kind of information or this kind of details, I would like to store it in the databases, whether it is a
Okay.
SQL server, because I wanted to develop this kind of application. It
Mm,
may be workflows also here. You are talking about only the parent. Child workflows will be there, right?
mm,
If they go, how to communicate back to the parent with certain information, because
mhm,
we will develop in a complex workflows, and it will go because of the suppose some, but like a engineering development or HR or IT,
mm,
something like that.
mhm,
It should come back after that to parent with certain information,
mm.
right? You are aware of that. Are we going to cover those things as well in the
Yes,
works?
definitely we will cover. Yes.
Yeah, because that is also because less complexity are easy to maintain.
Mm,
Okay. Okay, so I think that is one, and multi-level session full workflow development with the SQL communication on premises database. Probably you can guide me, because when I wanted to start, right, I need a environment to set up in my local or whatever the environment, creating like a
Mm-hmm.
gateways, you
Mm.
know. You can like now you are helping me to Azure account setup. Same way you can help me to gateway
Yeah,
setup
definitely
also.
from beginning, I will
Mhm.
from the scratch. We will say you from the account setup to till your development.
Correct, because that's what simple things, and we know your triggers, actions,
Mm.
and the conditions we can use, and
Mm.
like some of the things where we have to use. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
somebody submitted, and we are waiting till somebody can respond it back. How to get those information. These are all
Mm.
the things. Basically, so many features are there. So I'm interested, simple, this is my, case study so that, I can enhance, with
Yes.
all the
So,
features.
at least we will implement the two case studies here,
Mm-hmm.
and all the case studies would be at the enterprise level. So B2B solution
Sure, sure.
and B2B process.
Okay.
And then if you have any case studies in your mind, you can share with me. Then we will implement the same case studies.
Simple, as I said, right, time sheets, so two people or three people will be there,
Mm.
some submit, approve, and, they may be rejecting because of some reason, and again, they have to resubmit,
Time sheet
person one to
approval.
person. Yeah, something person one or person two, sometimes, it may be some expenses or whatever they talk, right? Or three-person will be there. First level, somebody is approved. Second level,
Mm.
he may reject. It should go to the first person, or it may be go to the
Mm.
second person for resubmission or something like that.
Mm.
This is kind of simple
Mm.
thing, because I don't have anything. I have my local SQL server, and you can
Mm.
help me to set up gateway, whatever the how we can communicate from
Mm.
Azure portal to
Mm.
local SQL server. We will have this kind of environment, and we will start the you know uh,
Yes, yes.
learning all
Definitely
the
will help.
concepts.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Uh, so we will actually we have a two approach here. We will use the Azure portal for designing your our
Mm.
workflow, and
Okay.
then we will use the Azure Studio as well
Mhm.
to write the our code.
Okay, API, web, whatever. Yeah, we will use
Correct.
that.
Whatever we need a programming, we will use the Visual Studio code for that one.
Oh, is it mandatory to use Visual Studio Code, or we can do it in the portal only, right?
Portal, and on the portal, you can design the
Mm-hmm.
your workflows. But
Oh,
if you use
API.
a Visual Studio Code logic, then it will be kinds of we can say you will get a more handsome.
Okay. For that, we need to do any separate setup.
Which one, sir?
For Visual Studio, we wanted to develop the. You're
Visual
talking
Studio
about.
simple ID tools. You just download it
Uh,
now. Nothing we need to do any setup. We will
okay.
see you show you how we can do again after establishing the code and workflow on Azure portal. Then how we can use a Visual Studio code.
Okay. So we are using Visual Studio Code to not for the designer, workflow designer. We are for API development. You're talking
Yes,
about.
yes, yes. For
Okay. API
development,
we
we will
will
use the
do.
Visual Studio code, and
Hmm.
designer we will do on Azure portal.
Okay, that's fine. No, I'm that Visual Studio Code. I thought some that also option is there, right? Logic apps.
Mm.
No, we can do Visual Studio Code. Also, we have some add-ons. We have to do plugins. I
Mm.
think three to four, and then we can develop the designer, and we have to
Mm.
maintain the repository, all those
Yeah.
things. So no, that by for API development using the Visual Studio is fine. We can communicate through this API tool, Azure Portal Logic Apps, right? Okay,
Mm.
okay. But database, all this information and
Mm.
where we have to. So
Yes, yes.
okay, so we are using the SQL Server local. Okay,
Fine,
got
fine.
it.
Okay. So Everything we will design the codes as per your requirement here, right?
Sure. Okay,
The,
so but when we wanted to start from next class also, is there any way we can connect and do that environmental setup, so that or when we go start the class and parallelly we will do the environmental setup.
yes, yeah, from beginning. Actually, you need to create account. You should be ready with your Azure account,
Hmm.
and you can download your Visual Studio Code as well,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
there.
create your
Mhm.
one test email, or if you want to uh, use. Otherwise, you can use your personal email account as well. Right.
Mm.
So we will start working like this way. Okay.
Okay, okay. So what about this, gateway setup, all those things?
Gateway setups we'll do on later on. All right. So first, some basic things we need to do here now.
Okay. Sure, because something I need to install, right? But I have as I said, right, so
Mm.
server and all it is in the laptop, but whatever it's something installation or anything, I can
Mhm.
take up during this weekend. Like Visual Studio Code, right? I can install and I'll keep the things
Mhm.
ready.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fine. So I think module introduction given you, and then actually we will achieve the handsome one. Whatever I will do, and then some on the parallel ways. I think you can also implement it now.
Okay.
Right now. So I think you have already set up your GitHub account.
No. GitHub.
So no, I think you don't have a GitHub. Azure portal you have.
Azure portal we just created, right?
Just can you show me? I will need to check it now.
Okay. This is the one. I need to check in token validation past.
Mm.
What is this?
Click on here. Start with the free trial. Uh, First option.
This one? Okay.
Yes.
This is what we did, right? We created.
Start a trial here. 200 credits. Yes.
Okay. Look for this one.
You can just
Okay.
complete now. Some required information need to fill it out.
Yes.
Mandatory information. Click on the next. Even next button.
Clicked.
Getting some error. Can you scroll up now? Yeah, this is
Okay.
required fill phone number and company name.
We need some card information. Okay, I think account is created. Okay, Gautam, are they?
Okay, so on the top search bar, can you start with typing here logic app? So we'll see that it's allowed or not. You're creating a yes, it's allowed now.
Good. So we are going to use
Yes,
this one consumption. Okay, this is standard, right? So we are going to pay as okay.
multi-tenant environment will work here.
Yeah. But is there anywhere, it is available, template like, okay, when we
We will
create like,
start if you want. We will use a pre-built template available in the marketplace.
no, no, I was talking about, no, their, logic apps also, we are having AI agents or, stateful, stateless or something.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
no, but, I couldn't able to see. Is it something, when we go for plan, by that is automatically it will come or is some,
No,
option
during
is there to select?
you once we'll start creating during
Mm-hmm.
that other times we will select the option like a stateful and a stateless.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, and
Yeah, this is what they know. Probably earlier, I don't know.
mm,
So this also, I would like to, set up when we start so that,
mm.
I can perform in this laptop only. Sure.
So for beginning, if you want,
Yeah,
I will guide you. You can
sure.
start with your some demo here,
Mm.
and we have a template as well.
Oh, yeah, Azure Logic Apps templates. Right? Since now I think it's
Yes.
newly introduced. Yes, I was aware. When you go, it will come out.
Yeah, on the template section, we can select the multiple. Uh, we have option for template as well.
Okay.
But before using a template, I will request you to start with your some basic.
Basic one. Yeah. Okay, I think this is ready, and this we need to do. And templates, after learning of this one, we are going to
Yes,
utilize. Okay. Okay.
yes. So actually, the objective should be that we can do some handsome.
Okay.
Okay. So here we can create the logic app multi-tenant. Can you start with creating? So I think. Few resource I need to create it. No. Yes. We do not have any resource group. Just create new one. Give the name. Yes. And logic app name as well.
Is fine, or you can go.
Select any Central India. Yes. Yeah. And keep the other option is we do not enable the logic log analytics. Now
So
scroll
you
down.
do select. No,
No.
no, nothing is that much only. We can go next tag, or you can create a review and create.
Create a review. It will take few minutes to validate.
Okay, so it's validated. Shall I proceed with create?
Now you can see we have a create button on the left bottom. It will take few minutes to finish the deployment.
Okay. Okay.
So here is the ready. Our resource is ready here.
Where is the design? This is the design.
No, this is our overviews.
Okay.
Uh,
This is the one. Where is the one?
this is a
Design?
resource visualizer.
Okay. So here we have to.
Correct.
Okay.
And click on the deployment tools and development tools. Yeah.
Okay. Development.
Yes.
Okay. This is the logic.
Here is the designer. Add your trigger. Give the name. We have multiple. We can search a trigger here. Suppose, for example, let us start with some pre-built trigger here. Let's say um, which one we can say we can start with some take the RSS feed reader like newspaper news readers.
Mhm.
If there is any news available, search here RSS feed.
This one.
Yes, you can give any URL RSS feed URL on the net. We can search any open RSS feed.
I take this one.
Yeah, it's open. There should not be any authentication required.
Oh, okay. This is
Now we need to give some parameter here.
Here, advanced parameter you're talking about.
Publish date, I think no, don't require here.
Mm-hmm.
Interval we
Publish
can set here 30 or 1 minute, or we can say 1 minute interval.
enter this one custom value you have to set.
Yes, inside the custom, just below the advanced parameter, we have a choose the properties we'll use to determine, right? Publish state, the
Mm.
drop down,
Publish date. Okay.
and inside the drop down, and
Mm.
interval we can give the one, interval one, and frequency is minute.
Okay, it's there. Okay. Is there anything we need to save here? Automatically gets
Time zone, we can say select the time zone as for IST time zone.
IST. Or it is in UTS. It is only. Tell me which one can do this. This one use Canada.
Uh, Time zone, Kolkata, I think. Can we
Is
search
there?
here? Search. Can we search here? Indian time zone. We need to select here now.
Okay. See,
Scroll down. Scroll down. We need to search Indian time zone. Scroll down. Kolkata should be there. Yes.
this is the one.
Yes.
Chennai.
Yes. Yes. Chennai, Kolkata, New Delhi. A start time we can give a today date.
Pattern.
We need to follow this
Okay.
pattern. Currently 8:22 a.m. We can give 8:24. Yeah.
Okay, that's not.
Yes. Now we can save. Click on save. Save on the top. Yes. So after saving this one, I think it's done now. But I think this will not trigger. Uh, to trigger this, what I need to do here? Schedule this trigger here now.
How to do that scheduling?
Okay. For now, so our trigger point is ready now. Now next is that we will set up some action. Um, Action we will save in. We will need to send the email once the RSS feed is available in every 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. Select this one or
Connector.
send a message. Okay.
And these are the connector.
So, okay. Connector. Email connector or connector?
Uh, Email connector. Email. Send an email. Email connector. Um, yes,
This
use
one.
a Gmail or your anything if you have a Gmail. Yes. And we need to sign in option here.
This connection name we have to newly give, or
By
this is
default, left
okay.
it now.
This is a default shared application. Okay,
Yes.
you have to sign into.
Yes.
It's insufficient.
I think 403 sufficient authentication. Oh, okay. We have a problem here in authentication here.
But it was logged in, successfully.
Can you close this connector? Can you
Remove and
remove
add.
this one? Remove this one. Yeah. Click on connector. Add an action. Search here send email. Send email.
Hmm? Send email here.
Just
Otherwise,
want me to select Azure email or any other email. Can you scroll down? Do you have any Microsoft option? It's V4.
this is an SMTP. It's a
No,
free.
SMTP no. V2 required here. Send an email V2. Is there an option? Send email V2 option.
Is there Gmail is there?
Gmail is there only. Can we select send Microsoft option? Okay, Outlook we
V2
have.
is there here. Sending email V2.
Yes, yes, select this one then. I need to sign in here. Allow, click on allow. Yeah, select this Outlook option. Now it's ready. Give the sender
Different
email
name.
ID. Subject anything, body anything. Yeah. Scroll down.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We can keep skip other point. Now we can save.
Okay.
Now it's saved now. Uh, so I think once the schedule at the scheduled time, once the any RSS feed is published, we will receive the email. So now can you try to
Okay.
run this one? Successfully run the triggers. Okay. Can we check in email? I think if there is any feed available, then I think we should receive one email.
So you wanted to see the email?
Email box. Email box.
Yeah, one more time. Running. It's like, okay.
I think you click run now in the email box. You can check. email box. During open a new tab, and then yes, whatever the email you have given in this email, I think there should be a same email I think you have given
Yes, same. Okay.
inside it to this one, this email box.
Yes, same only. But is this because of this time one?
No, we have already run now. We have clicked on run.
Manually means it should run.
Once run, it should be we should receive email. Can we click on testing? We have a testing option
Where is that?
on the yeah. Send email, and send email option. We have a testing enable. Status is saying succeed.
Outputs are required with status, yes.
We can
But we'll
trigger
not
here.
have any tick mark also. No, it's not there here.
Tick mark
Okay.
using. Just
If it is parsed, right? I click to this one. It's, we will have an instance, right? If it is running,
we are
53
missing
is
something. We are not giving any start time or
here we gave a start time, right?
can we copy this one example minute? No, this is no frequency is correct, but I think start time we are not passing on correct start time.
Probably, 15 zeros ahead or something like
Mm,
that. Still.
yes,
Okay. So there is no AM. Okay, this is 24 marks.
mm. We can skip this time zone as well. Let's
Okay.
see what is the default time zone you're speaking on.
Can I remove this?
I just yeah left blank here.
Is this because of URL?
Maybe I think there is no any RSS feed here. In this RSS feed, I think Can you check
Nice.
your email box? If there is
No,
any
no,
RSS
here
feed,
only, it will, if it is any running instance, means, I can say yes, it is ran, it is not showing here, means it's not running.
it is because of there is no, I think, RSS feed.
But I changed the another one. No, now this is, Zapper one instead of Times. Earlier I was using this, right? Now I copied this URL.
Can you monitor the email box so that we can check? Only publish data so that we can check. Can we use this feed? Yeah, you can use this feed URL I've given you.
Yeah.
I have I have seen that there is a feed available here.
It's there. But here when I make other changes, right?
Use the URL I
This,
have given you. Yes,
yeah, this one only, right?
this only. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not running there. This also. I think this is correct. Probably, we are missing here some setting.
Publish date, I think, but we are running manually here now.
Hmm.
Can we check now email box? If there is any feed, I think it should be.
I can see this one here.
Mm,
So then only, that will appear.
something is not
Okay.
correct here. We have something. Everything is correct. What is that here? Can we click on code views? Code view. One minute. What the feed URL is taking here? Uh,
This one.
is there any space? I think here in the feed URL. I think it,
RSS after that, one space.
not a space. I think maybe that's the wrong here. Yeah.
Something it's showing. It is,
It's a more thing.
not good with this. If we found instance here, definitely, we will get an email. Otherwise, it's a no run. It is saying it is running now. Okay, but it is trying, but no run has happened. Okay, I think we will figure out in the next
Mhm.
time.
Yeah,
I
in a
would like to
published
know.
date, in a published
Uh-huh.
date,
Yeah.
you can modify this one schedule. We have a published date. Scroll down.
Yeah.
Trigger point we have here. Yeah, published date is correct.
Correct. Yeah.
Now scroll down. How often?
Only this
How
execute.
often we want to
Expect
check item? Yeah, scroll down. Time
only
zone.
that.
We have selected this one. I have given you time zone. Just may have a feed here. GMT. Can you select any GMT time zone here?
Uh,
No, this will not run. GMT. On the left side we have a one run history. Left side here, all
Yeah,
is
this
any
one.
option select here.
See, the feed what you gave is correct. It's there. Probably the time which you are missing every
Yes,
one
here
minute, right?
time we are not
And
passing
that's why
inside
it is
here.
not picking and
Yes, yes.
running.
Time
Otherwise, you
zone we can
find
select the time zone, uh, and then try on multiple time zone. Actually GMT time zone, and then give the this time GMT. Is there any GMT time zone?
these all are in UTC.
GMT.
No, completely to UTC only. If you know anything, this time is different than ours.
Okay, we'll see, figure out in the next session.
Sure.